Guess who's coming to London? So Trump is coming to England, at least we hope. Sky News is reporting that he's going to arrive on July the 13th. Beth Rigby of Sky says that a full announcement is expected within a day or so. So fingers crossed, let's see. There's been a few false starts, actually. I think it was February when his embassy visit was cancelled because he criticised the move of the embassy from Grosvenor Square in Mayfair to the south of London. There's a reason, if ever. So what's the plan? Well, it's possible that Trump's going to meet the Queen and other members of the royal family. It doesn't matter if it's a state visit or not. That'll be interesting. I don't know if you saw, but there was a really great documentary of the Queen and David Attenborough. And they're walking around the Buckingham Palace gardens, and overhead you hear helicopters and this muffled noise. And she's just looking up and she goes, it sounds like President Trump.
Sounds like President Trump. President Obama.
Or Obama, which I'm brilliant, loved it. But who knows what she really thinks of Trump then. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. I hope he meets the Queen, not just because I want to see these two people that I admire so much together, but it's a great two fingers up to the politicians that hate Trump, namely Sadiq Khan. He'll definitely be meeting Theresa May, of course. I mean, it's a while since those two got to hold hands, bless them. They're either going to meet in Chequers or Downing Street. We're yet to see. Downing Street still hasn't confirmed this yet, but as I say, Sky says we should expect an announcement within the next few days. But here's what to expect if the Trump visit happens on July 13th. The biggest thing to expect is violence. Of course, it's violence. And it's not just going to be people out on the street protesting on their own sort of will and their own idea. Actually, no, it's going to be politicians encouraging them to do it. Sadiq Khan has already started. Sadiq Khan is telling people to go out on the streets and protest. On this quote, he said, "We've got a great history in our city of protests. We've got a great history in our city of bringing about change by protest. The key thing is for it to be lawful, for it to be peaceful." We know what your supporters do, Sadiq Khan, and you know very well what your supporters do as well. You know very well that when you say it has to be lawful, it has to be peaceful, all you're doing is covering your own back. You're just covering yourself there because you know very well that the people you tell to go out and protest will be turning up in balaclavas, bottling people over their head, pulling out hair, and potentially, killing people. This is no joke. These people are violent as hell. And when Trump, who you've been telling everyone is Hitler, comes to this country, people are going to behave like the devil incarnate has just arrived in the country. And how peaceful do you think these people are going to be? Just how peaceful do you think left-wing anti-fascists are going to be when Hitler arrives in Britain? What do you think is going to happen, Sadiq Khan? And here's the thing. When Trump visits London, London is representing the whole country. If he's not traveling around the whole country and meeting lots of different people from lots of different walks of life, then London's his only experience of Britain, of modern Britain, while he's president. And it's disgraceful for the mayor of London to be suggesting that people go out and protest when people all over this country love that man. People all over this country who voted for Brexit, unlike your little Westminster bubble, love that man. And you are representing him. It's a great shame. It's disgraceful to do anything like this. And you know what? You say on this clip, Sadiq, I want to show people this clip. Just quickly watch this.
If President Trump does come to London, he will see a city that's very comfortable being diverse, a city where diversity is our strength, where there are people of different backgrounds, different ethnicities, different religions, not just getting on with each other, but getting on very well with each other in the same family, in the same business, in the same political party. And I hope if he does come, he reflects the difference good leadership can make. We'll have to wait and see if he comes. We've got a great history in our city of protest. It should be peaceful. We've got a great history in our city of bringing about change by protest. The key thing is for it to be lawful, for it to be peaceful. And I've no doubt that if he does come, there'll be some people who want to express their views loudly and peacefully to the president.
So you say people are comfortable with being diverse. Now, again, you live in this bubble in London where you think everything is fine. I mean, you can afford to live somewhere decent, I'm sure. You can afford security when you need it. But there's people that live in the most diverse areas in London, which happen to be some of the poorest and some of the most violent areas. Ask those people that live there just how comfortable they are with diversity, Mr. Sadiq Khan. Ask the families of the people who've been killed in stabbing and shooting attacks by gang warfare in London, and ask them just how comfortable they are with being diverse. And then ask yourself, is it worth trying to make this stupid point about how great diversity is by sending people out to the street to protest the President of the United States when you've got these serious problems to be dealing with? Do you want to be adding more violence to the streets? Clearly, you do. But you know what? I'm so happy this is happening. I am so happy that Mr. President Trump is arriving on our shores. I would say, if people want to go to London to counter-protest the left, by all means do it, but be careful. And know what you're going to face though. If you turn up in one of these, or a badge, anything, if you turn up with an American flag, you're probably going to be attacked. So be very careful. And by the way, don't expect the police to help you. In Sadiq Khan's London, the only thing that matters is if you agree with him, if you're on board with his utopian vision of a diverse London that hates Trump. We know not everybody's on board. So if you go, be careful. But if you don't go, show support online. Why not? Mr. Trump needs to hear from normal people of England that people respect him, that people understand that nationalist policies are not inherently evil and can actually benefit a country. And he needs to know that London is not representative of this entire country. If you like that and want to see more, remember to like and subscribe and download the new Rebel app from the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store.